The year was 1955, when Walt Disney introduced America to a totally new concept in family entertainment. It was called Disneyland, and it was indescribable. Gone was the crazy quilt chaos of the typical amusement park. Instead, guests found themselves surrounded by a land of three-dimensional fantasy. It was like walking onto a movie set or into a dream.
Well, it came about when my daughters were very young, and Saturday was always Daddy's Day with the two daughters. So we'd start out and try to go someplace with, different things, and I would take them to the merry-go-round, and I took them different places, and as I'd sit there while they rode the merry-go-round, did all these things, sit on a bench, eating peanuts, I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where that the parents and the children could have fun together. So that's how Disneyland started. Well, it took many years. It was a whole period of maybe 15 years developing. I started with many ideas, threw them away, started all over again, and eventually it evolved into what you see today as Disneyland. But it all started from a daddy with two daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them too.
But as enchanting and all-encompassing as Disneyland is, in Walt Disney's mind, it inspired an even bigger dream. Already plans were taking shape for an entire family vacation resort. One where guests could not only surround themselves with a magic kingdom, but with acres and acres of vacation fun. After all, if Disneyland's guests could experience the magic of dreams coming true for a few hours, why not for a few days, or a week, or longer?
Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, the blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans we could possibly imagine.
Land, 43 square miles of land, a vacation kingdom in the heart of Florida that's become the single most popular resort destination in the world, Walt Disney World. The crowning jewel of Walt Disney World is the Magic Kingdom, where the magic of dreams coming true begins. Perhaps you've dreamed of returning to an earlier time, a time of homespun values and simple living. That dream takes shape and surrounds you here on Main Street, USA. What was America like at the turn of the century? Perhaps very much like this recreation of everyone's hometown. The sights and sounds of fond nostalgia are everywhere. There's a friendly greeting at the old City Hall, the measured pace of a horse-drawn trolley, and the hiss of live steam as a vintage locomotive pulls into Main Street Station. Even the shenanigans of a band of musical firemen. As you make your way down Main Street, it all comes back. There's the old-time cinema, where adventure was a box of popcorn and a Saturday matinee. The penny arcade, where a pocket full of change bought hours of fun. And the old ice cream parlor, where double-dip cones meant the ultimate in old-time air conditioning. On our Main Street, the stage is set in front of Cinderella Castle, a focus for the wonder that is the Magic Kingdom. Cinderella Castle is a fairy tale made real. Inside, the Cinderella story is told through over 10,000 individual tiles, their colors flecked with real gold. The scenes speak of romance, magic, and beautiful dreams all come true. And it all makes a fitting portal to the dreams found in Fantasyland. Here's a land where horses prance majestically on a whirling golden carousel, where teacups spin in madcap fashion. The Nautilus becomes your vessel and Captain Nemo your host as you embark on a perilous voyage 20,000 leagues under the sea. And you'll think you'll have seen everything when you see Dumbo, the elephant, fly. In Fantasyland, anything can happen. And happiness is the universal language. Because if you could gather the children of all nations and give them each a message to share, you'd soon realize it's a small world after all. Dreams of the future have tantalized the imagination of poet and scientist alike. And here in Tomorrowland, visitors can catch a glimpse of what the future holds. You might well imagine yourself in the spaceport of some futuristic metropolis, surrounded by examples of the lifestyle of tomorrow. The Wedway People Mover, for instance. It's more than just a novel way to see all of Tomorrowland. It's an innovation in electromagnetic energy-saving transportation. Of course, in this future era, boarding a spacecraft will be as routine as hailing a taxi cab. And here in Tomorrowland's Space Mountain, visitors come as close as possible to experiencing the thrill of a real race through space. If you'd rather do your racing through straightaways and hairpin curves, Tomorrowland can make that dream come true too. The world of dreams can take